presenting Glynn Day and Linda Delport in Springbok Radio's final Destined Hour.
Excuse me, please.
I beg your pardon?
Is this table 19?
Yes, 19. Oh, sorry, I knocked over the number with my newspaper.
I am not intruding. The head steward directed me here.
Intruding? On the contrary. Please sit down. If I'd had any sense, I would have tipped the head steward, telling him to direct no one but a young woman like you to that vacant place.
You are not English?
South African, though of English stock. Way back. My name's Philip Langford.
And I am Margaretha von Bodenstein.
Oh, Baroness, no doubt.
How did you know?
With a name like that.
At home, I am called Meta.
Why didn't you join the ship at Corfu with the rest of us?
Because I was in Athens on assignment. I am a photographer for Ausland, the German travel magazine.
Oh, yes.
And I managed only to come on board last night when the ship called at Kalamata.
I can't get over my good luck, having a table companion like you. That's odd.
What, is something wrong?
When I came down to breakfast, Cape Matapan was directly on our port beam. Now it's almost out of sight astern.
Yeah, because we have now passed it.
No. It's no further away. Something funny's going on. We've changed course. Nearly a full 90 degrees. We're no longer heading for Crete on roughly a southeasterly bearing, but are heading southwest.
And where would that take us?
It would take us, Baroness von Bodenstein, to the Libyan coast, possibly to Tripoli.
Attention, please. Passengers and crew, your attention, please.
Destiny is the power that foreordains, the fate that hangs over the heads of all people like a sword of Damocles. In this series, we accompany the men and women, famous, infamous, and unknown, as they move inexorably towards their destined hour.
Mildness and world-famous Rothmans quality. You'll find both in Rothmans King-Size Special Mild. The best mild tobacco money can buy. Plus, a pure, natural filter ensure a mild cigarette that satisfies. Enjoy the great taste of Rothmans in a special mild cigarette. Rothmans King-Size Special Mild.
This morning's Destined Hour by Glynn Croudace. Cruise Macabre.
I regret to inform you that the command of this ship is no longer in my hands. All of you, please, if you value your lives, remain calm and do nothing to offend or enrage the men who are now in control. Negotiations are even now taking place to ensure the safety of the ship and every man and woman aboard her. I now hand the microphone over to the leader of the hijackers.
Thank you, Captain Croudace. My name is Amir, and I am a Palestinian dedicated to the destruction of Israel. We are negotiating with Tel Aviv for the release of all Palestinian patriots now rotting in Jewish jails. Your safety, for which, needless to say, I do not share your captain's concern, is in the hands of the Israeli government. You are the pawns, the bargaining counters to be disposed of one by one until our demands are met.
Be quiet! No leader is speaking! All of you! Quiet or shoot! My next bullet will not be wasted on the crystal chandelier. Quiet or shoot again. As you can see, my men are guarding all the exits. You will remain seated for the time being, and you may finish your breakfast. For some of you, it will be your last meal.
The Israeli government has been informed that the first execution will take place at noon. Thereafter, every hour on the hour. Back you.
So, it has happened.
You sound almost as if you'd expected it.
Wasn't it a risk we all took?
Every possible precaution had been taken against such a move.
These are desperate men.
3 of them here, as far as I can see, and I'm near on the bridge with Captain Croudace.
What about the ship's security staff?
Maybe they've already disarmed them.
We must do something.
Against grenades and submachine pistols, I don't see what we can do.
But there are so many of us. Probably 300 men, including the crew.
The crew will obey the captain's orders. Carry on with the job and no heroics.
If only we could get hold of a pistol. We could shoot one of the guards and grab his machine gun.
Keep your voice down, Meta. They'll be looking out for potential troublemakers.
So there is nothing we can do. Are you a soldier?
A travel agent. But I know something about weapons, having done my military service.
Then you are our only hope.
I wouldn't put it as strongly as that. Any rash act initiated by me could result in wholesale slaughter.
So there is no hope of rescue.
By commando forces, you mean? Frankly, I doubt if any government would risk it. The cost in innocent lives would be too great. But we still might be able to do something ourselves. As you say, Meta, there are so few of them and so many of us.
No one is eating anything. Do you notice?
Food doesn't seem important at a time like this.
No, did they say, Mama? No.
Who said that?
That poor devil in the wheelchair over there.
Oh, he sounds terrified.
Wouldn't you be? He's partially paralyzed. And if we feel helpless, you can imagine how he feels. Furthermore,
Yes?
he's Jewish.
Oh, no.
From Johannesburg. Name of Nathan Kramer. That's his wife with him. He calls her Mama.
She looks as terrified as he is.
On his behalf, I bet. Don't be deceived by those jewel spectacle frames and that blue-rinsed hair. She fusses over her invalid husband like a mother hen.
Oh, Nathan! No!
And now what?
I think he's collapsed. I'll see if I can help.
All right.
You! Yes, you, woman! Where are you going?
Who are you to speak to me like that?
My name is V, and I am second in command to Comrade Amir.
And I am a trained nurse, and that poor man needs my help, Comrade V. I suggest you call the ship's doctor.
The doctor is busy dealing with the ship's guards. And those who are foolish enough to try to fight.
Then I shall do what I can. Your faith, I take it, does not permit you to make war on invalids and on women.
See to him if you must. Otherwise, get back to your seat.
How is he, Mrs. Kramer?
He'll be all right, I hope. I've given him one of his tablets. It's his heart, you know. Already he's had one stroke, one very severe stroke. The doctor said, Nathan, he said, go on a cruise, avoid all excitement, take it easy, he told him. Oi. And now, what will happen?
Nothing to him or to you, I am quite sure.
But these hijackers, they have no respect for human life, and they hate all Jews. Even now, that man Amir will be going through the passenger lists, sorting out those with Jewish names.
Kramer is an old German name.
Oh, even so. Nathan, you're feeling a little better, I can tell. This young lady, a trained nurse, Nathan, and German at that, walked over here to help you, defying the Palestinians.
Oh, thank you, miss. Oh, but you are the Baroness von Bodenstein. I asked the purser your name.
Ah, Baroness.
Oh, thank you again, Baroness. It took great courage to come here. Much more courage than I possess.
Oh, but Baroness, when he was a young man, just a boy, he fought with the Hagner and the Menachem. That was in Palestine during the Second World War. Oh, he could tell you such stories.
No, Mama, I was young then and reckless. Oh, so reckless. But now I confess to you, Baroness, I am afraid. I'm afraid for Mama and for you and for all these good people. But principally, I'm afraid for myself.
It's because he's so helpless, Baroness, because he can't do anything to protect himself.
Attention all, attention. All passengers will assemble immediately upon the promenade deck. You will not be permitted to return to your cabins for the time being. Toilet facilities will be made available. I might add that the various authorities have been warned that if any aircraft or surface vessel comes within 5 kilometers of this ship, the shooting of hostages will take place immediately.
Oh, Mama, did you hear that, Mama? Did you hear that?
Calm, shush, my darling. Nathan, keep calm.
Excuse me, yeah? Chris Vanika Kabanoni.
Oh, Chris. Good to see you. I'm Philip Langford from Cape Town. This is Meta van Bodenstein.
How do you do?
We're in big trouble, lady. These Arabs mean business. Back home, I'm in the commandos, Captain. I've been thinking, it's time some of us made a plan before the shooting begins. How do you feel about it, Philip?
Ladies and gentlemen, from Plascon Double Velvet's kaleidoscope of fashion colors, we bring you the Orchid Collection. Cloud white, white with a hint of softest blue. Pearl white, white with a promise of pink. Jade white, white with just a whisper of green. And Grecian white, the most delicate of creams.
The Orchid Collection's romantic, softer shades of white. From Plascon Double Velvet, the luxury wall paint that's easy to clean.
It's one hell of a risk.
I guess one hell of a certainty that a lot of innocent people are going to be murdered in cold blood.
That's true.
So what do you suggest?
Were you on the border?
Last year, yes.
Those machine pistols are Czech Scorpions. Can you handle them?
No hassle. I took a good look at the one that big fella V was carrying.
Me too. I plan to lay my hands on one very soon, with your help, Flip.
You can count on me.
And me.
Okay, your job, lady. You move around, warning everybody to take what cover they can, the moment they hear a shot.
I will do that. How many hijackers are there? Do you know?
I've only seen 3 so far. But there's Amir, of course, on the bridge with the captain, monitoring the radio, no doubt.
And he probably has a personal bodyguard with him.
And maybe another 2 below decks, keeping an eye on the crew.
Say 7, all heavily armed.
But split up, remember?
Yes.
There's V and that short guy living up there guarding us passengers. And that skinny O controlling the queues for the toilets.
Our initial target, wouldn't you say, Chris?
My thoughts exactly. Nervous type, very quick to react, but targets to lay him out cold. Unarmed combat's my speciality.
So, what's the plan?
We join the toilet queue. You first, me on your heels.
Right.
Once you're passing Skinny Links, you let that gold watch of yours slip to the deck from your wrist.
All right.
He's bound to look down. That's when I'll jump him.
And then?
I'll grab the Scorpion, fire a burst or 2 at V and the short guy up there on the flying bridge.
And I'll grab the grenades, toss one onto the bridge, and we get up there somehow. It all depends, Chris, how quickly and how accurately you can get off those bursts.
Don't worry about me, man. Those 2 are as good as cat's meat already.
I don't like it, Philip. It's too dangerous.
The lesser of 2 evils, I'd say.
All these innocent people crowding the deck.
Chris will fire over their heads to get those 2 gunmen up there. And if he's as good as I think he is, he'll knock them both out.
And if he doesn't?
That's a risk we have to take. If it doesn't work first time, we'll never get another chance. Now what's happening?
That guard is turning back the queues. He's locked the toilets.
Damn. Now what do we do?
Oh, they will open them again later.
But how much later? In less than an hour, they've scheduled the first execution.
I've been sounding out 1 or 2 recruits.
They've closed the toilets.
No, they won't open them again until after the execution.
Right.
My own fault. We should have struck when we had the chance.
Your attention, please.
Mama, don't let him take me, Mom.
Shush, Nathan. You'll only draw attention
It
to yourself.
is now 10 minutes to noon. So far, I regret to say, the recalcitrant Zionist government refuses to negotiate.
Now they'll start killing us all. Oh, Mom.
Other governments more concerned with the safety of their citizens, I am referring to those of Germany, England, and the United States, will bring the utmost pressure to bear, I hope, upon the Israelis. Meanwhile, because they must learn over and over again, if need be, that we never make empty threats. One of you down there will have to die. Only one of you, I said, for the time being. I have all your names in this pail. And I shall draw one at random. For who am I to decide which of you shall live or who shall die? Will Mr. Anthony Hopefield please step forward?
Oh, thank God! Thank God!
In the absence of Mr. Anthony Hopefield, perhaps his wife will stand in for him.
I'm coming! Goodbye, Mary, darling. Be brave, even as I hope to be.
Tony! Oh, Jody!
Poor woman. Where is this all going to end, Philip?
Once the queues start forming again, Chris and I will have to carry out our original plan.
Every hour. On the hour, he said.
Can I say something personal to you?
Why not? We are no longer strangers to one another.
This morning, down there in the saloon, when I looked up from my newspaper and saw you standing there.
Yes.
All yesterday, that empty chair fascinated me. I kept fantasizing about the person who would take it. And then you arrived. It sounds ridiculous, I know, but I had such a powerful feeling that you were the one person I'd been waiting for all of my life.
As you say, Philip, you were fantasizing.
Was I? I'm beginning to wonder. Under the threat of the Palestinians, we're all living at a pace we've never lived before. Compressing everything, feelings, dreams, memories, into the little time that might be left to us.
What are you trying to say?
That I love you.
No, don't say it. Not at a time like this. You have no right.
I know I haven't. And I didn't mean to upset you, Netta. I'm sorry.
Another time, maybe. Another place.
At a time like this, we all have need of our dreams.
Sheesh. That poor devil Hopefield. His was no chance selection.
But we saw Amir draw the name out of the pail.
We saw him pull out a scrap of paper. Hopefield was a former officer in the Royal Marines. He took part in the Falkland landings.
How do you know?
He was one of the men I contacted. Once the queues formed again, he was coming in with us.
Do you think someone overheard your conversation with him?
I doubt it. Amir more likely has made a list of those men with military qualifications who are likely to be dangerous to him. And those are the people he's going to dispose of.
But what about Philip and you?
Nothing in our passports to indicate that we've had military training. And no one on board likely to know anything about us, so we should be safe enough. Yeah. If only those queues would start forming again, we might be able to do something.
What time is it, Mama?
20 minutes to 1, Nathan. Maybe they will soon be serving lunch.
Blood for lunch, Mama. Every hour on the hour. Innocent blood. They made the Englishman stand against the rail. Did you see how tall and straight he stood? And the force of the bullets knocked him backwards into the sea.
Oh, you should have closed your eyes, Nathan. Oh, where did we come of this nightmare cruise?
The doctor suggested it, remember? And you said it was a good idea. The sea air, you said, Mama, nothing to worry about, nothing.
It's not like you to blame me, Nathan.
Oh, forgive me, Mama, the strain, you understand. And the feeling of helplessness. There was a time when I could have stood at the rail like that Englishman. But not any longer. Those days have gone. Now I am helpless and afraid. Afraid they will shoot me, Mama, because of my faith and because I am no use to anybody anymore.
What is this talk of being no use to anybody? You are my husband, Nathan. Sweethearts, weren't we? You were the first boy I ever kissed, and since that moment, I have never stopped loving you. So no more of this nonsense, do you hear me?
I hear you, Mama. Now, talk the rug about my legs.
There we are.
I don't care if the sun is shining. I am feeling cold, Mama.
That's better now.
Cold.
It's 10:02. Time for Amir to go through that farce with the names.
I wonder which one of us he's chosen this time.
We'll soon know. Here he comes.
And he's got Captain Croudace with him.
In cruise liners like this, the master's manners and tact count for more than his seamanship, I expect.
No, you can start talking now. Everything's going on now.
Your attention, please. The Israeli government must be taught a lesson, and only you, our hostages, can teach it to them. By dying upon the altar of their arrogance, you will finally and inevitably make them more amenable to reason.
Mama, get me some water.
Nathan, he's just going to draw out a name.
Water, Mama, water. Do you want me to die of thirst?
As before, the decision is out of my hands. Blindly, I pull out a name. And the one so chosen is Mr. Christian Van Niekerk.
Chris, you can't go.
If I don't, they'll fire a few bursts into the crowd in this direction. Look after yourself, Flip. It'll be your turn next.
Meta, you got a pistol. Why didn't you say so? Let me have it. Give it to me.
Great wind, blow 'em house down. Long rain, ruin 'em hi-fi. Vehicle gone to happy hunting ground. Luckily, agent get me best insurance. Mutual and Federal's all sure plan. Hello?
The check is on its way, sir.
Good. All sure agent no speak with forked tongue.
Mutual and Federal's all sure plan. It's more than combination insurance. It's all surance.
There must be a reason why, all over the world, Rothman's King Size is offered with pride, accepted with pleasure. It's simply this. Rothman's extra length, finest filter, and the best tobacco money can buy give you true king size flavor. Rothman's King Size really satisfies.
How are you feeling, Mrs. Kramer?
Proud of Philip. Thankful that it is all over. And lonelier than I have ever felt in my life.
You knew?
I knew. I knew that he had his pistol with him. Always. He kept it concealed. Even from the x-rays. In his wheelchair. And he had one good right arm. The Palestinians ignored him. To them, he was a helpless old man, always crying for his mama. He sent me away for some water. Then maneuvered his wheelchair close, killing 3 of them before they killed him. But by that time, you and Mr. Vanikiak and the captain were in the fight. What can I say of the Baroness?
As you know, she died in the crossfire.
People say she was not a baroness.
Her real name, according to the only survivor among the hijackers, is Brigitte Heinz, a member of the Bader-Meinhof gang, and a spy for the hijackers among the passengers.
Cruise Macabre was written by Glynn Croudace. On behalf of Springbok Radio's drama department, thank you, Glynn, for those wonderful stories that have entertained us for the past 13 years. The cast included
Linda Delport as Netta. It's been a pleasure and a privilege. Goodbye.
Glyn Day as Philip Langford. Thanks for all the many Destined hours over the years. Goodbye.
Robert Delkirk as the captain. Happy days, everybody.
Gordon Finroyan, who played Amir, saying a very nostalgic goodbye to Destined Hour and Springbok Radio.
Romano Gole as V. It's been a real pleasure. Goodbye.
Joyce Bradley as Mama. Thank you and goodbye.
Philip Boucher as Nathan Kramer. Goodbye and God bless.
John Dennison as Chris Van Niekerk. Thank you, Mr. Croudace, and a happy 1986 to you and all our listeners. Bye.
Ronald France as Anthony Hopefield. Thank you, everyone. It's all been grand over the years.
Molly Thompson as Mary. Goodbye, good luck.
Elizabeth Williams as the passenger. The end of an era, and what a happy one. Love to you all. Goodbye.
Our production team were
Eckhard Barr as sound effects operator. Goodbye, farewell, and I'd like to wish all the listeners a happy 1986.
From the audio controller, Terence Scar, cheerio, and all the best.
And lastly, Andre Bothma, your producer, thanking you, the listener, for your loyalty and support over the years. May your new year be marvelous.